Hi everyone. Today we're going to just do a little bit of a library skill review of being able to find things in alphabetical order. Of course, you've been doing alphabetical order since you were quite young, but even though we've practiced it and learned about it in the library several times, I find that it's still not a skill that we're really proficient at. So I've created a short little tutorial here and then 3 different quizzes that you can do if you want to get better at this. So in the library, books are in order, alphabetical order, except for the nonfiction section. And so being able to follow the letter guides on the shelf is important, but it's not just in the library where you find things in ABC order. In fact, you find most things in ABC order. For example, when you open an index in a book, but you might be thinking, well, I'm just going to be using a computer most of the time. Well, even for example, in this folder in Google Drive, where my 5th graders have created slides about different college terms, they're in ABC order. So if I need to look for the slide about a sorority, I can quickly scroll down because I know S is towards the bottom. And then I can look and I know that sorority, without having to read all of the words, would come after SOP and it would come before SY. And so I know there's not one in the list. It just saved me a lot of time to be able to go quickly because I know alphabetical order. So we're just going to review. The first one is just being able to know quickly in your mind which letter comes first in the alphabet. So the first quiz is just that. Just quickly, which letter comes first? IRL. Which letter comes first? And there's 25 questions there. The next quiz kind of takes it to a little bit higher level, and there are different call numbers from the library, all from either graphic novels, everybody, or fiction. And so you notice these are both in the fiction section because of the F at the beginning. And then we just look at the WAL and the YOU. You just pick the one that comes first in alphabetical order. It's pretty straightforward that it's WAL. And then we get into guide words. We've seen guide words lots of places, not just in a dictionary or thesaurus. You also see it on the shelves in the library, but my 4th graders might remember they even saw it on a spreadsheet for different sheets where they might have found their name or their state. And so it's important to be able to know how to use those guide words. Here's an example with balloon and begin. Blow is the word that we're looking for. So the first thing we do is we take our first word, we take the letter of our word and the first guide word, and they're both B. So those are the same. We go to the next letter. We have an A and an L. Well, A is the first letter in the alphabet, so A is the first. A comes before L, so we know that blow does not come before balloon. Now the second test to know if it's on this page. So we know it's past the first test. It's not before this page. But now let's look at the second test. We still have both words beginning with B. But now we have an E and an L to look at. Well, E comes before L, and so the word begin comes before the word blow. So blow cannot be on this page. It has to come on some page after this page. Oh, and I'm going the wrong direction, sorry. It would come after it. So let's look at another example. We have clown through cold being our guide words. Would cob be on that page? We're going to go through the same process in our mind again. They both start with C, so we just need to go to the second letter. We have an L and an O. L comes before O in the alphabet, so the word cob has to come after the word clown in alphabetical order. So now we have to look at our second guide word. We have C's again in both words. Both words have an O, so we have to go all the way to the third letter. We have a B and we have an L. B comes before L, so cob comes before cold in alphabetical order. So we have cob coming between clown and cold, so we know it's on that page. Let's think of another example just in your own head. We have damp through dill. Have you figured out that dull would not be on that page because it does not come between damp and dill, it comes after dill. Now we have feather and frog as our guide words, and we have the word family. Were you able to figure out that family comes before the word feather? Because A comes before E, the second letters in feather and family. So it would not be on that page. The next one is a little bit different because our two guide words do not start with the same letter, but we use the exact same process. So you look at the G's for grape and gull, obviously the same. We have an R and a U. R definitely comes before U, so gull comes after grape. So it passes the first test to be on this page. But now let's compare gull and hen. We have a G and an H. Well, G comes before H, so gull comes before hen, and it would be on that page. So the last quiz will be a little bit more difficult. It will take a little bit longer to think about, but you will see questions that look exactly like this. Which words come between these guide words? And so the guide words is club and crawl, and the words are cereal, cattle, cow, and cuddle. The word cow would be the correct answer because C-O comes between C-L and C-R. Both cereal and cattle come before, and cuddle comes after. So if you have any questions, let me know, but this is just for you to practice those skills that I find. Sometimes aren't as strong